Hey folks, it is obvious that America is currently living under the most corrupt AG ever in the history of America. Yes, Trump's AG Pam Bundy is now one of the most corrupt person to ever sit in that position. Do you guys remember when she was going through her hearings to be confirmed, when she said this?
Because they are a political opponent. The partisanship, the weaponization will be gone. America will have one tier of justice for all. There will never be an enemies list within the Department of Justice. I believe that the Justice Department must be independent and must act independently.
Yes, didn't that sound like something that everybody will be like, oh man, she's going to do right? But the moment she steps in, from January to today, ladies and gentlemen, we have seen this woman do one of the most illegal things ever in the history of American politics. Hey folks, John here. Thank you for tuning in and welcome back once again to This World My Take, where the real talks, where the headline meets real talks. How you guys doing, folks? It's a beautiful Sunday out here, and I hope that you are having the best out of it. Folks, before we do get started talking about this corrupt AG in place, I would like to beg you to think about supporting this platform. Hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and turn on your notifications so that whenever I do drop something, you definitely be the first to get notified. I appreciate it, folks, and God bless you. Now, folks, I want to say this. We are currently watching how the state of law in this country is just going through the gutters. And it is going through the gutters in such a way that it might actually provoke a constitutional crisis. And I will say that because if you've been living or if you've been studying the way the law works in this country, you will understand that the Constitution plays a very vital role. And that in the history of this beautiful country, every lawyer, judges, any person that has ever worked in that department, the DOJ, Department of Justice, they understand that there are certain things that it is just flat out illegal to do. And they understood that once you are put in that position, you are supposed to serve in the interest of the American people, not to the president. Folks, it is sad to say and to see that today in 2025, we have an administration in place that actually doesn't actually work for the American people. Now, the Trump administration has been doing everything in its power to protect one person and one person only, and that is Donald J. Trump. Now, you would think that these folks working in the Department of Justice will come in with some ethics and integrity and start realizing that the Department of Justice is actually put there to protect the American people. But no, folks. From the director of the FBI to everybody that this man has put in place, this man came in this second term with one mission. And that mission is to dismantle and to turn the Justice Department into his personal legal counsel. Not only has he turned this whole DOJ into his personal legal counsel, this man has weaponized this DOJ, and it is going after any person who tried to hold Donald J. Trump accountable for all his immoral and all his crooked behaviors in the past. Now, I will say this, folks. You guys remember during Watergate? You do know that so many people in the DOJ and so many judges were actually sent to jail for that incident. And it beats my imagination why some of these people today do not even understand that after everything's said and done, the only person that could have some immunity is actually Donald J. Trump. And that any person who worked for Donald J. Trump is actually liable after this whole business is over with Trump in the White House. Now, let me say this, folks. We have seen Trump ask this AG Pam Bundy or his AG Pam Bundy to go after people that he doesn't like. This man they have open investigations against Obama officials. They have open investigations against Letitia Letitia James. They have opened investigation against Adam Schiff and so on. And the list just keeps going down, down, and down. Folks, I would say this. We are in a situation where a constitutional crisis will be provoked. And I say this in all honesty, in all integrity, that the fact that this man can make this A.G. Pam Bundy go on air and say that there is no Epstein file and no clientele list, when we do know that just a couple of months ago, this same corrupt woman came on Fox and said that the lists are on her table and she is going to go over it. Now, I don't know about you, but I do think that A.G. Pam Bundy is the most corrupt individual in the Trump administration right now. Yes, you are there to serve the people of America, but you have decided to embellish your ethics and your professionalism, and you are now acting as Trump's personal lawyer. Isn't it disgraceful that in a country like America, these arms of government, they have started forgetting that they were put there for a purpose and not to serve the ego of one person? Folks, this whole mess just pisses me off because the more we keep talking about it, the more this A.G. Pam Bundy keeps going out and just doing Donald Trump's biddings, and sooner we fall into a constitutional crisis. As a matter of fact, we are already in a constitutional crisis as it is. But the longer we keep just acting like everything is cool and not taking a stance for these things, the better the repercussion is going to be for us. Now, I'm going to end this vlog by asking you. I want you to leave your comment down in the comment section. Let's have this conversation. Do you think that A.G. Pam Bundy is actually there working for the good of the American people? And do you think that there is definitely going to be a day of reckoning for this most corrupt AG that America has ever seen in the history of America? Folks, this world is complicated, but you know what? We need to keep talking about it because independent news reporting is the only news house that is actually trying to bring some normalcy and trying to talk about these corrupt people in government. Stay blessed, folks.